I never figured a simple ranch cookout would land my busybody neighbor in handcuffs, but damn if it didn't feel like sweet Texas justice. When Karen stormed my fence line at dusk, screeching about noise violations and trespassing livestock, she had no clue her viral meltdown was about to go statewide. And the kicker? She hit send on that 911 call, right as my cousin Jake, the governor's own nephew, lit a Roman candle off the back porch, grinning like a fool. It started innocent enough, the way these things do in our dusty corner of Austin suburbs. I'd sunk my savings into this 5-acre spread 2 years back, trading city condos for open skies and room to breathe. The HOA rules were a joke. Some cookie-cutter covenant cooked up by retirees who thought wildlife meant squirrels, not the longhorns grazing my back 40. But Karen? She was the enforcer, the queen bee with her clipboard and passive-aggressive next-door posts. Neighbors, please respect quiet hours after 8 p.m. No exceptions, she'd type, all caps on the emojis. I'd wave from my porch, grill smoke curling up like a peace offering, but she'd just narrow her eyes over her chain link empire. That Saturday, I threw the bash to celebrate closing on the barn expansion. Word spread fast in our tight-knit crew. Construction buddies from the oil fields, a few tech bros slumming it from downtown, and Jake, who flew in from the capital on a whim. "Cuz, I need a break from these suit-and-tie vultures," he'd texted, landing his prop plane on the airstrip-eyed jury rig from Old Pasture. By sundown, we'd fired up the pit, ribs slathered in stubs, Shiner Bock flowing like the Colorado River, and a playlist blasting everything from Willie Nelson to Post Malone. Laughter echoed off the hills, kids chasing fireflies, dogs wrestling in the dirt. It was pure Americana. No permits needed for joy out here. Then came the screech of tires. Karen's Prius skidded to a halt at my gate, her in that signature Lululemon armor, phone already glued to her ear. "Yes, officer. There's a full-blown riot at 1427 Sagebrush Lane. Gunshots. Drunkards everywhere. Send everyone." I ambled over, plate in hand, wiping sauce on my jeans. "Evening, Karen. Rib?" "They're award-winning." She jabbed a finger, veins bulging like she'd mainlined Red Bull. "This is assault on decency. Your party is a fire hazard, a public nuisance. I'll have your deed revoked by morning." The line crackled. Dispatch was patching through. Guest pause mid-bite, phones out, sensing the show. Jake, oblivious, hooped from the fire, launching another sparkler that arced like a comet. Karen's eyes bugged. "See? Attempted arson." Sirens wailed closer, red-blue strobes painting the mesquite crimson. The sheriff's cruiser crunched gravel, and out stepped Deputy Ruiz, old poker pal from high school, who took one look at the spread and chuckled. "Mav, you call this a riot? Smells like heaven." Karen puffed up, thrusting her ID like a badge. "Arrest him. I have bylaws." Ruiz's radio buzzed. "Dispatch, confirming VIP on scene. Governor's office en route." Her face drained faster than a punctured keg. Jake sauntered over, flashing that easy capital grin, Stetson tipped low. "Evening, ma'am. Jake Harlan. Family sends regards." Karen stammered. "Harlan? As in?" He nodded, sipping his beer. "Yup. Uncle says hi." The clapback hit like a prairie wind. Turns out, Karen's 911 rant? It pinged straight to the state alert system. False alarm on state property, with a Harlan in the crossfire. Ruiz, stone-faced, cited her on the spot. Misuse of emergency services, plus a fat fine for frivolous HOA interference after my lawyer buddy dug up her history of bogus complaints. Videos from the party went viral overnight. HO Karen trending from Austin to D.C., memes of her Prius fleeing like the devil's own tail. Entitled Suburbia versus Real Texas, the headlines crowed. But the real sting? 2 weeks later, her McMansion sold at auction. Foreclosure whispers said the HOA board, spooked by the scandal, blackballed her endless vendettas. She packed her yoga mats into a U-Haul, slinking out at dawn, no goodbye wave. I watched from my porch, ribs sizzling anew, as her taillights faded into the highway haze. Revenge? Nah, just karma with a side of brisket. Out here, the land remembers, and it don't forget a fool.